Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Paul Brown Show. This evening, my guest will be Miss Tyresha Alexander. She's on the AAU track team. She's also on the Junior Olympics, and she's a straight A student. How you doing there, Miss Alexander?
I'm doing good.
Welcome to the Paul Brown Show.
Thank you.
Oh, she got that little pretty smile. Hey, tell our audience a little bit about yourself.
My name is Tyresha Alexander. I'm 13 years old. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. I live in Davidson, North Carolina. I go to Bailey Middle School, and I'm going to 8th grade.
You want to give a shout out to your classmates and your friends before we get started?
Shout out to my best friend, Destiny Black.
That's it? Oh, God.
She's my best friend.
She's your best friend.
Yeah.
What makes her your best friend?
She's a good person to talk to, and she's funny.
She is?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice. You're on the AAU track team. What made you want to decide to go on the track?
Well, my mom just wanted to get us in extracurricular activities. So she took us to the practice one day. And that first practice, I loved it, and I just wanted to keep running and keep on doing it.
You mean that first time you love it? You mean all that running going on?
Yeah, it was fun. They actually made practice fun.
They did?
Yeah.
From there, where did it escalate to as far as your running?
It was the first track meet. I had actually got the gold medal the first track meet. So then from then on, because I didn't know how it was going to be since I was new at it, so I didn't know if I was going to go all out and just run hard, run my hardest and do it. I just kept running my hardest since I knew that I can do it. I just kept on doing it.
And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Alexander has accumulated a lot of medals. How does it feel like being on that podium, getting these medals and showing that you're the best?
It's a great feeling. It's the best feeling you can feel because you got the gold.
Not the silver, not the bronze, but the gold.
The gold.
That's what you be shooting for, aren't you?
Yes.
Why is that gold? What's so special about being number one?
It's just people look at you in a good way, and it's like you can be a role model too. So when you got the gold, you're standing up there with feeling proud and everything. Everybody's proud of you.
Do you be bragging when you be winning the gold?
No.
Come on now.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I know you. Shit. All these gold medals you have, I know it has to be a good feeling.
It is.
As far as a Junior Olympics, tell us a little bit about that.
I've made it to the Junior Olympics. I've been running for 5 years, and I've made it to the Junior Olympic every year. Last year, in 2011, at the National Junior Olympics in New Orleans, I actually had a hip injury, and I couldn't run any of my races. So this year, it was in Baltimore, Maryland, and I was glad I got to run. But I didn't make it to the finals. I made it to the semifinals, but I think I still did good coming back from an injury.
You did.
Thank you.
What do you find the most as far as traveling, most exciting about traveling these different meets?
Well, I like the scenery because you get to see different places. You get to see people from all over the world and everything, and you get to compete with them. So.
And you're also in school. You're a grade A student.
Yes.
How do you kind of like balance that track and field with your education?
Well, I set out time to study, and I set time aside to do my practices and my workout. Yeah.
What does a typical workout consist of?
Just like practicing your events that you're running, and you gotta practice your starts. You gotta do my push-ups and sit-ups every night.
Every night?
Every night.
As far as classes, what's the class that you like the most?
Math. I love math.
Why is that?
I just love math.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you want to do when you grow up?
I want to be a doctor. Well, first I want to finish school, then go to college.
Mm-hmm.
Then I want to be a doctor, and I want to be a professional track runner, and I want to go to the Olympics one day and win the gold.
For our younger viewing audience, why is it so important that you get that education?
Because education is everything. You gotta go to college, and in order to get a good job, you have to have your education. You gotta have like a degree to get a good job. So.
You're gonna get that good job, man, because you love that. You love that. You love being on top, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Your family. Let's talk a little bit about your family. First of all, your brother. You have one sister.
Yes.
And one brother.
Yes.
What is it about them that you love the most?
My sister, she encourages me a lot. When I feel like giving up, she always pushes me to go on, and she always tells me the Bible verse, Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And my brother, he's always cheering me on and rooting me on. You can hear him, he's so loud, you can hear him all the way on the other side of the track. He's always rooting me on.
That's a good feeling, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, your sister, what's her name? I mean, your sister and brother.
My sister's name is Tyresha Alexander, and my brother's name is Carlton Alexander.
That's your older sister?
Yes. She's 17, and my brother's about to turn 7.
Uh-oh, the younger brother. Oh, is he as bad as he, do y'all get along real well?
Yeah, we do.
That's a good thing. Let's talk about your mother. I know you talked earlier about her. How much inspiration has she been on your life?
She's been a great inspiration. She sacrifices a lot for us to do things. She works 2 jobs, and she gets us to the places we need to go, even if she has to work. She's late for work, and she's always there to support me 100%.
How is it so important that when you look in the stands and see your family out in that stands rooting for you, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel good. I know that they believe in me, and that helps me. That actually pushes me to like do my best even more, because I know that, because I get nervous before I run, and so then they tell me, you can do it, you can do it. So I get out there and I do it, and then they're always there at the end cheering me on.
Let's talk. One of the biggest issues that we may have in our community is peer pressure. How do you handle that peer pressure from the kids that wanted you to do some negative things?
Well, before I get my day started, I pray before I go anywhere. And then I just don't follow what the crowd does, and I know my rights from wrong, so I just do what I know is right.
Hold on a second. Why is it so important for you to start your day off by prayer, with prayer?
Because God woke you up this morning. He didn't have to wake you up. So without him, you can't do anything. So.
It's a good feeling, huh?
Yes.
And continue going on about your day.
And then I just do my day as normal, and yeah.
When you see some of the other kids doing some negative things, how does that make you feel to know that you're not participating in those type of events?
I mean, I don't want to participate in those events, so I just stay away from it. I don't want to be anywhere near it, so because there's bad consequences with that kind of stuff. So I just stay away with it. Yeah.
Do you see it a lot in the schools?
No, I don't see it a lot in the school.
Do you see it a lot in the neighborhoods?
No.
Do you foresee it coming in the future? I mean, because how will you be able to handle when these individuals come and try to get Tyresha to do things where she's been taught not to do? Because we all have to face that challenge.
I'll just pray about it. Hopefully it won't happen. And I'll just keep everything in mind what my mom's told me and everything. So I remember what she says, and I'll stay away from all kinds of bad stuff.
That's a good thing. It's a good thing to remember. Your teachers and your coaches, what do they think about Tyresha Alexander?
Well, my coach actually calls me his daughter.
Oh, yeah. He hadn't adopted you, huh?
Yeah. So they always encourage me. They tell me that I can do it. This one time, I was about to run a race, and I went over there and I started crying because I didn't want to run the race. And so he gave me a hug, and he said, "You can do it. I know you can. The faster you run it, the faster you can get it over with." So, because it was the long distance, the 400. So.
What are the races that you normally run?
My normal races are the 100 meter, the 200 meter, and the 400 meter. And last year, I actually changed it up. I did the 80 meter hurdles last year instead of the 400.
Are you pretty good?
Yes.
Well, you must be. I mean, you're winning all these awards and medals and all that. When you look at the Olympics, especially the 2012 Olympics, what excites you the most about these athletes?
I like to see their determination because they're always determined to get the gold, and they put so much hard work in to get there.
Who would you consider to be one of the best athletes that you've seen during the 2012 Olympics?
I like to see Allison Felix.
Who's that?
She won the gold in the 200 meter at the Olympics.
Oh, okay.
So.
Do you watch some of the men races?
I do. I like to see Usain Bolt.
That's a fast guy, isn't it?
Yes.
But we have some Americans. We're getting up there. We won 3rd place. And that's a good thing because, but Bolt, that's something. Do you see yourself like that?
Yes. I always say I'm going to be there one day. I'm going to do that. I always say that when I watch that.
That's a good feeling knowing that one day you will be on TV representing the country, United States. When you look at yourself now and you're looking at that TV, looking at how you're going to be, where you're going to be at some years from now, does that bring on a bit of excitement?
Yes, it actually is motivating, and because I like to see them do good. So when I'm looking at that kind of stuff, then it pushes me because I like to look at their form and everything and how they're actually running. So then when I go to the next practice, then I just do it, and I just want to get better at everything because there's always some improvement for something.
What would you consider to be some of the improvements that you need to be working on?
My start, I actually need to drive out farther because I just pop up at the start of the race, and I can't change my race because I see other people changing the race.
How do you handle when you don't win the race?
I get quiet, and I might be a little disappointed, but I think to myself, what could I have done better and what I can do better next time, and I take it out on the next race.
What do you be thinking about when you get to that starting line and you know it's all about to begin? What do you be thinking about?
I just think about what I'm supposed to do. I actually, I'm focused, and I picture myself running it because the way I picture myself running it is how I'm going to run it. So I think about what I'm supposed to do, how I'm supposed to do my arms, I'm supposed to lift and everything, and then I just have to stay loose at the starting line.
You're a member of a relay team. How important is it that you do your part to that team becoming successful? Well, for each individual, why is it so important?
It's important because you don't want to let your teammates down first. And so you also want to come in first place. And we were also trying to get that record because they took the 4 fastest girls out of Charlotte to run in the Russell E. Blunt. And they put us in the 4x1 and the 4x4. And we actually broke the 4x1 and the 4x4 records.
Okay.
And the baton, that's actually for the 4x4.
So you're good at all these things. And when you see these, I mean, do you see yourself